Hi, friends. Welcome to Chiki Media. Vision yourself meeting with your relatives or your companions, be that as it may, not actually, maybe in a virtual 3D world, one that is made misleadingly. You enter this world while you're sitting in your room, utilizing a unique headset or glasses. Likewise, you're working or learning or shopping. You do practically everything that you do in reality. However, not in reality, rather in this virtual, misleadingly made world, utilizing this unique headset or glasses right from your room. How can it sound? Doesn't it sound somewhat discouraging? Companions, the metaverse guarantees something likened to this for what's in store. Being a technology is promoted that would supplant the internet from now on. Also, will turn into the fate of mankind. The word metaverse is comprised of two words, meta plus verse. The word meta is gotten from Greek, a prefix that fundamentally signifies self-reflective. What's more, the word verse comes from the word universe. We live in this universe. What's more, it will be the metaverse that will be passed through this universe. This word is fundamentally used to allude to a fake world. Metaverse implies a falsely made universe. The internet can likewise be supposed to be an unmistakable universe. Yet when you go on the web, it is generally restricted to two aspects in particular, whether you're utilizing your telephone or your PC. These are two layered screens. Yet, when metaverse is discussed, metaverse would be a reality where you can be totally in it, in three aspects. Like when you watch a film, you wouldn't watch the film only as a watcher. You would encounter in the film. Or on the other hand, when you watch a cricket match on TV, it is in two aspects. Be that as it may, assuming we utilize computer-generated reality, then you would get a 360-degree encounter of watching the cricket match around you. It will attempt to make an encounter that would cause you to feel as though you're really at the match. The word metaverse was first utilized in the year 1992. In the science book Snow Crash, composed by Neil Stephenson. In this novel, he discussed a tragic world, an existence where genuine has been obliterated. The outside wasn't bearable for people any longer, so everybody lives restricted to their homes and rooms. Furthermore, spend their time in the virtual world. That fake world was named Metaverse by him. Like this three-dimensional activity imprint, Zuckerberg made by him. This 3D person is the avatar of imprint Zuckerberg. This word turned out to be more well-known in the remainder of the world, with the arrival of the 2009 film Avatar. However, as of late, many organizations attempted to make their virtual universes and metaverses. However, this word was made famous once more by Facebook, at the point when Facebook chose to change the name of their organization to Meta, saying that they need to embrace the metaverse, that they need to grow from being a virtual entertainment organization to a metaverse organization. That's how the metaverse is created. Different advancements are utilized here to make the metaverse. Number 1. The first is virtual reality. This innovation as of now exists today. Yet, to utilize this, you need to wear these weighty headsets. Also, if you have them on for the greater part of 60 minutes, they begin causing migraines and movement affliction, as guaranteed by numerous clients. On top of it, the things that you can see in computer-generated animations now, the degree of innovation that we have today, is quite poor. The nature of the movement that you see in computer-generated experience games, the recordings that you can see on there, even though something would improve with time, it is likewise trusted that these weighty headsets, with the innovations, would continue to get more modest and slimmer. Also, at last, they'd be the size of ordinary glasses, where wearing it and taking it off would be essentially as simple as wearing and removing a couple of glasses. Whether this would be conceivable, the truth will come out eventually. Number 2. Augmented reality. It would imply that a few fake components are blended in with our real world. It wouldn't be a finished virtual reality. A great illustration of it is Google Glass was delivered some time ago. Keep in mind, an item that was delivered and reclaimed without individuals looking into it. Be that as it may, Google Glass had tremendous publicity around 2013 to 14. Glasses with which you could add virtual components in reality. If we're to make an immense virtual world, we'd have to transfer and download a gigantic measure of information continually. For this, we'd require very high web speeds. We'd require 5G. Moreover, blockchains and cryptocurrencies are likewise referenced while discussing the metaverse. At the point when cash would be spent to purchase anything in the metaverse, they can't be genuine cash, since everything is advanced. So there would be a requirement for computerized cash. This is where digital forms of money become possibly the most important factor. Furthermore, because there's an enormous number of exchanges continually, they should be kept secure. There would be a danger of hackers. Or on the other hand, the danger of information breaks as well. To keep these solid, blockchains may be utilized. Aside from it, if you need to purchase land in the metaverse, or then again another property, or on the other hand any resource in the metaverse, how could that be achieved? It is said that it'll be achieved through NFTs, non-fungible tokens. You can consider NFTs tokens that exist on the blockchain. furthermore, can demonstrate the responsibility for computerized resources. How might you demonstrate that you own a specific computerized land in the metaverse? An NFT will prove it. The question arises, when will the metaverse come into being? Mark Zuckerberg gauges that it would take around 5 to 10 years for the critical highlights of metaverse to turn into a piece of the standard. That's what a few specialists trust. It would require many years before something much the same as the metaverse could turn out to be so famous that a greater part of individuals would utilize it. That's what many individuals trust. Metaverse is unavoidable. It will undoubtedly happen sometime in the future. The following thing after the internet would be the metaverse. In any case, a basic inquiry emerges here. Will this metaverse be successful? Is there a demand for it? Does anyone want it? Furthermore, it is an extremely intriguing inquiry, since, supposing you take a gander at the innovations like Google Glass, there were a ton of endeavors put into making it well known around 2014. Be that as it may, in the end, Google Glass was a failure. There are many explanations behind the absence of reaction. One reason was that they had a battery duration of 3 hours in particular. They looked unusual. There was the issue of security since they had a camera. Many spots had proactively prohibited them because, with individuals wearing them, nobody realized who was being recorded and when. Numerous nations approached restricting them. Individuals couldn't wear them to specific eateries and bars. Be that as it may, as I would like to think, there was a considerably more significant explanation behind the disappointment of Google Glass. They had no highlights that individuals genuinely required. It looked extremely cool, a cutting-edge piece of innovation. Furthermore, individuals who possessed one of these could flaunt the elements of the glass. In any case, genuine use was close to none. Whatever you might do to find out about glass, you could as of now do it on your cell phone. What's more, you could improve your cell phone. Whether it is taking a gander at guides or chatting on video calls, you could do it on the glass at the side of the focal point. Yet, is there any good reason why you wouldn't simply remove your telephone from your pocket and use it? There was essentially no utilization case for Google Glass. Something almost identical can be said about the metaverse as well. Attempting it interestingly is extremely cool. Perceiving how you can sit in a 3D virtual climate and speak with others. What's more, having 3D gatherings. Be that as it may, all things considered, how could you go through such a difficult situation? Everybody requirements to put on glasses. What's more, call every other person on the 3D arrangement. It's simpler to just take out the telephone and get on an ordinary video call. It is a lot more straightforward to do as such. Who might proceed with getting ready for every last bit of it. Same thing with meeting up with companions. You can meet them, in actuality. Be that as it may, regardless of whether you need to practically meet, have a video call with them, or on the other hand converse with them through informing. Is there a bonus for this exceptional 3D world proposition? The innovation that is the most well-known among individuals is the most straightforward to utilize. What's more, gives a reasonable advantage to the client. On the off chance that that is not the situation, then it would be extremely challenging for innovation to become standard. One more illustration of it was the 3D glasses. In the past, 3D turned into the most recent pattern. Every other film that was delivered was in 3D. There are numerous 3D pictures delivered now too. In any case, I'm discussing when 3D televisions were exceptionally well known as well. Individuals needed to have a 3D television in their homes. It sounds exceptionally cool to have a 3D television. Yet, all things considered, it was irksome to put on glasses for staring at the television. Nobody needs to invest such a lot of energy. Things ought to be kept straightforward. Just basic things would find success, assuming you have the basic choice of just turned on the television to watch it. You wouldn't think often about 3D. What's more, the extra eye strain and cerebral pain while wearing the 3D glasses is unsatisfactory for some individuals. This is the justification for why the notoriety of 3D film is sinking. Individuals have begun leaning toward watching 2D films once more, since there aren't numerous extra advantages of watching 3D films. Also, the sensation of being left with the glasses and the stress on the eyes isn't worth the effort for the extra benefit of watching the film in 3D. The second place of analysis is maybe more huge. Would we like to reduce most, if not all, connections with genuine such a lot of that we fail to remember how to carry on with genuine lives that we burn through for our entire lives in this phony counterfeit world? If this virtual world turns out to be so habit-forming and vivid, someplace or different, individuals will quit stressing over this present reality. It is genuinely tragic. It will very push down. What's more, the book that I discussed, Snow Crash, is a tragic book. It wasn't something special to draw motivation from, to make something of that sort. It attempted to show the metaverse in a negative light. The third issue is intended for Facebook and imprint Zuckerberg, the danger to security and information robbery. You are followed on Facebook by every single imaginable means. The specific pixel you click, the substance that you like, What's more, the records you follow. And what's more, given it, you are shown comparative substance. This makes bubbles. You stay in your air pocket. You are shown just the things that you like. Along these lines, what ultimately happens is that, what's more, since Imprint Zuckerberg discusses making the metaverse, this equivalent thing will expand 10 or multiple times, since they believe you should work in the metaverse. Also, converse with your companions. Each development would be followed. With each word that you utter, they will track to sell advertisements. You will be shown things that you like. You can envision the same thing on a lot greater scale. Figure how hazardous it would be. On top of it, when such a virtual world is being made, another kind of universe is being made here. What's more, it was made by one organization. Figure how the proprietor of that universe would be Imprint Zuckerberg. In reality, there is no such proprietor at any rate. Mark Zuckerberg would turn into the strict divine force of the metaverse, assuming that he deals with everything. Assuming the metaverse genuinely becomes effective. Assume 60% of the total populace begins utilizing it. Also, they begin doing everything in the metaverse. Ponder the degree of force with that one individual, that one organization, that would possess the greater part partakes in the metaverse. It is exceptionally exploitative and profoundly risky. What is your perspective on the metaverse? What is your take? Will it become famous later on? If you request my perspective, I think a few innovations from it that sound well known from now on. Be that as it may, they will be well known in their areas. For instance, the innovation of R, increased reality. I think it has an exceptionally useful use case in designing, engineering, or even in the field of medication, where you want to think in 3D. Utilizing 3D models would make the work more proficient and generally better, particularly if you could collaborate with 3D models. I accept it has extraordinary potential in numerous business regions and ventures. With these kinds of innovations, I want to believe that you viewed this video as useful. How about we meet in the following videos? Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also follow us at Facebook. The account's links are in the description.